Hey Lipsy ladies, I wanted to show you this nail foil option for your nails. I've gone ahead and painted these with the glue, and I'm just going to show you real quick how simple this is, and this will be totally dry in the time it takes me to do my other nails. So you just apply a coat of this glue and put it on pretty generously. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to dry. And you'll see it'll be totally dry by the time that I get to my thumbnail. It has an opaque look to it, opally iridescent maybe even, and then when it dries it'll be clear, and that's how you know it's totally ready. As you see, these are already clear. I've also taken this one and I've painted all of them teal, and this is just a cheap LA Colors teal. And then I've taken this one and put Sally Hansen Hidden Treasures on there, which has glitter that's very iridescent. I love it. It's my favorite glitter top coat. Just absolutely marvelous, I think. And let's just go through, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each of these strips. This is I'm going to start out with Laced Gold, and I picked this one because it has a kind of clear. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run my fingers gently on it, and I start in the middle and I work my way out, and I just press it down, and then I come back through with my fingers. Some people like to use an orange stick. I feel like I have better control with my own fingernails than with an orange stick. And then as it starts to stick, this just kind of comes off, peels up, and the transfer stays behind. So you can kind of see if it's sticking too much, then you know you need to press it down a little bit more. But see how that just transferred right off, super easy, and that gave me a gold, and you can see through that nail color. It's just left behind. This one, same kind of deal. This is a sweet, I don't know, snakeskin. It's called snakeskin, obviously. This has got a bit of a pattern to it, so you have to figure out where you want to place your nail. I'm going to give it a little bit of the darker part on one half of the nail and get the rest of it. When you pick a snakeskin, for instance, you have to make sure that you transfer the whole transfer the first time. It's really hard to patch that snakeskin. This one, it would have allowed me to fix it if there were any blank bald spots. I could fix it pretty easily, but with the snakeskin you have to get it on that first try. But as you see, it came completely clean. I got the whole nail transfer. There are no bald spots. Oh, this one stuck while I was talking about the other one. Okay, that's a good, this works great. When you have one that, say, didn't stick all the way, you can just go through and patch it. I picked this piece to talk about because this part of it, you can see I went through and patched with this piece, and that's why it's got all those leftover spots. But you can just pick a spot and just keep any type of bald spot or place that didn't adhere to the glue. You just keep peeling it and placing it. And you can see I got a little bit of glue on my cuticle. And so it transferred onto my cuticle, and that will just rub right off. A lot of the demonstrations I found on YouTube, they cut all their pieces beforehand. I like to cut one big piece and then just use up as little as possible. I just like to use as much of a piece as possible, and I even keep a baggie of strips. And then if I want to patch, I have some baggies of strips to go back to. This one has a holographic lines to it. It kind of reminds me of tinsel that you use at Christmas time, or at least my mother would always use. And it is, when you go to patch it, you have to make sure that you line everything back up and get that same line going, because you know, you don't want to have different lines going different directions. But do you just see how quickly I can move and it just transfers right off? Now during this time, this one has dried completely, and I can place this one on. Now you see it's stuck in one little spot, and that's okay. It's not a big deal because this pattern it accommodates if you've messed up and you need to go back and place some more of the strips someplace. Now, this is my absolute favorite. I just love the way this one looks, and it lasts a long time. I put it on my toenails, and it lasted for several weeks. So just kind of a recap, you put glue down and then you just transfer, and you saw how quickly I was able to get my whole hand done. This is great. I'm a mother of two, and I need to be able to get my manicure done in a snap, and this really allows for me to do so. Place the glue down, place the strips on. I like to have an undercoat so that that's similar to the color I'm choosing, so that I can handle any places that snag. Now here's a very important thing. I have this NYC long-lasting nail enamel. This is not a fast dry quick coat, and that's what you want. You want to make sure that it's not a quick dry, because when you go to apply your top coat, which seals it and allows this to last more than 20 minutes, it has to be applied, and it has to be a pretty thin coat. You have to put it on immediately, and you have to not go back over it, because the more times that your brush goes over this, your manicure, the more likely you're to pick up some of that holograph or hologram and ruin your manicure. Now you can't really tell, but this middle one, it has lost its sheen, and it's not near as beautiful